morning. Been making good use of my tiny cabin bed, and out the window this morning we have I'm just going to show you a few of the trees around here. So we've got a couple of nice forested areas. But check out this one. Happily sitting in a forest, surrounded by other trees. So it's got lots of protection from the wind. It's a big tree. No, probably 25, 30 metres. Stringy bark. And the tap root has just snapped off. And down she comes. Wouldn't want to be under that when it landed. Anyway, this is prelude to an even better one that I'm going to show you. So now I'm going to show you this nice healthy gum. So you think. What these gum trees do is all the bark falls off the limbs and lands down in where all the branches dissect out. And you can sort of see it never really dries out. This is not a bigger example of some of the worst ones I've seen, but it gives you an idea of what I'm going to show you next. This is the one, similar sort of thing. All the bark gathers up in the tees or the splits where it joins off, and then the water just gets in and it just falls apart. Look at that. That was a big tree as well. Now it's going to be a few poles for a woodshed. There's a couple of nice sections over here that'll work nicely. So I'll grab, I think there's maybe one over there as well. But that's what happens to these gums. There's another one you can see down there in the background that's similar. It's got all the bark in the middle. Somebody almost needs to come out once a year and get rid of all the bark off them. Anyway, on to the work. This one's basically fallen in the middle of the paddock, so it's going to need cleaning up. This one's been down for a bit longer, so we'll put a few cuts in him, make sure the termites haven't been in it. Otherwise, it's nice and straight. We'll grab him, get him out of the creek bed. Pretty good. Take that. Here's a really good example of one of those trees with all the bark on it. So all those annually shed the bark and it all falls down and gathers in the V of the tree. And then it just stays damp, the termites get in and it splits like that other one. Seems like a serious design flaw. So I've backed my car boot into the shade, so the panel's still in the sun. run a cable down here. I've got a video of it somewhere. So the Victron controller charging up a 100 amp hour sealed battery. I've got my fridge in here. So for lunch today we have some olives and prosciutto. Olives, prosciutto, bit of goat cheese. And we'll wash it down with a super chili VB. I set this at about -3, -2, usually sits at. So everything's nice and cold. Lunch of champions. Here we go. Prosciutto, olives, sun-dried tomatoes, all in olive oil. Yum. I don't know if you noticed, but the saw on that last few cuts was cutting out, so battery's done. So that's it. I wasn't planning on doing a lot today, so that's a start. A few hours worth of work we don't have to worry about next time we come up. Now, the plan for the woodshed is based on what we did here for the workshop. And here we've got same sort of natural branches, trunks, thinner beams, a few roofing nails to hold down the tin, and the tin cross like that provides structural support vertically, keeps it from going sideways, so bit of strapping so that it doesn't blow off. Pretty simple. $150 all up to build this, and that was pretty much the cost of the tin and the nails, the screws, and that's it. Everything else pretty much just natural timbers. So in today's world of financial crisis, everything's a crisis. Got to be a bit frugal with what you make nowadays, and I think these boards here, they're magnificent old things that the original owner would have cut up with his chainsaw. We'll probably put them on the inside of the woodshed to hold the timber in, maybe. We'll see if there's any other plans for them. So that's the workshop. I don't think I've got a video of the workshop because we did it sort of in a bit of a whirlwind one day. Pretty much put it up in a day, so yeah. Anyway, that's the plan for the woodshed. Not quite this big, I don't think. Don't think we'll ever have this much wood, but something similar in design. My little mobile bedroom has worked out a treat. On the back of an old caravan chassis, I've built this up. I've got a video of that somewhere. I've put these posts into, I've got a pull-out awning here, but I've never used it. The spiders love it though, look at it. Anyway, this was very cozy last night. Little charging bench over here with the USB, little speaker here for tunes at night. Guess it's time to make the bed and head home.